ache.
Welcome back, guys, to another MLB The Show franchise mode episode here today. We have fantastic news and we have some pretty terrible news. Let's start off with the good news. Right now, White Sox sit 19-11. We're first in the division, partially due to a 9-game winning streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 winning game streak. Lost one in Oakland, and then we have won the next 3. So we have won 12 of the last 13 games. We have been extremely hot. We've made some trades, but we're going to go back to some good news. We're going to go to the bad news. We've suffered 2 big injuries. We have lost Matt Davidson and Nicky Delmonico for 1 to 2 months. Matt Davidson batting .349, 8 homers, 23 RBIs in only 23 games. And Nicky Delmonico batting .333. He had a home run and 4 RBIs in 22 games. So 2 big losses for the White Sox. Some other big news, you can see batting average right there. Adam Eaton leads the league in batting average at .360. So, I mean, our team right now is clicking on all cylinders. You can see Adam Eaton .360, Yohan Moncada .283. Josh Bell is not clicking. He's one of the few pieces on the team right now that's not clicking. Eloy Jimenez is doing fantastic. Tim Anderson has brought his game back up to another level. Adam Engel doing well. Yomer Sanchez doing fantastic. Luis Robert was called up since Nicky Delmonico went on the DL. He hasn't played since he's been called up. Omar Narvaez .277. Blake Rutherford has done fantastic. Joseph Litzicum was just called up due to the Matt Davidson injury. Adolfo Castro doing very well, and so is Jake Berger. Like I said, guys, we had some other good news to go to, and we made a trade. We traded. Let's go to acquisitions, completed transaction. We acquired closing pitcher Frederick Gonzalez and right-handed reliever Thomas Guillen from the Brewers for Javier Izari, starting pitcher Ken Nishishi, and Charlie Tilson. So we're giving up a very good pitcher in Izari, a good prospect, 25 years old, a potential. We're giving up a top 50 prospect in Ken Nishi and a very talented outfielder in Charlie Tilson. We're dealing from strength there. But you might think we're giving up a lot. Take a look at the relief arm, Thomas Guillen. You can see he's not bad. C potential, 69 overall, 23 years old. He's a good piece that could possibly make the team. He's going to be AAA. But the big piece of the team, guys, is Frederick Gonzalez. 79 overall, 19 years old, a potential. Look at the velocity. Look at the break. Look at the strikeouts per 9. He has a slider, a curveball. Just imagine that break. He is going to be on the Major League team. He's also going to be debuting with the White Sox here. We just made this trade. He's going to become a part of the bullpen in the middle relief. So I'm very excited to add him to the club. Otherwise, guys, that is basically what has gone on over the last couple of days, last week or so since we had last played a game. The White Sox are doing extremely well. Even pitching wise right now, Lucas Giolito doing very well. Carlos Rodon is again one of those peak pieces that is not doing fantastic right now. Michael Kopech doing great, Dane Dunning doing great, and DeAndre Nottingham bringing his ERA down to the 3s. So all our starting pitchers minus Rodon doing fantastic. Diaz doing great. Zach Duke, not bad. Chris Rustin, fantastic. Infante, not bad. McGee, great. Gonzalez is going to be moved to the middle relief. And Wade Davis doing fantastic. So right now our team is clicking on all cylinders. So without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and start today's game against the Seattle Mariners. Hello everyone and welcome to Guaranteed Rate Field. Seattle Mariners, Chicago White Sox today, 2 very good teams. See Seattle Mariners 21-10 and the White Sox 19-11. White Sox looking to get the sweep. As you can see it, Bryce Harper in a Seattle Mariners uniform. A star-studded lineup for the Seattle Mariners as Lucas Giolito is going to be out on the mound today for the White Sox. 3-2, a 3.83 ERA. In 40 innings pitched, he's got 47 strikeouts and only 10 walks. So a stellar season so far Lucas Giolito is having, as he looks to lower his ERA and get another win for the Chicago White Sox this afternoon. As Jean Segura walks to the plate, 230 batting average so far in the 2019 season. And without further ado, guys, we are under and away on today's game. Seattle Mariners doing extremely well in a very tough division that features the Texas Rangers, who have a lot of power in their lineup. They have to deal with the Los Angeles Angels, the Houston Astros. So a very tough division, one of the best in baseball at the moment. As that is strike 2 to Segura. Lucas Giolito looking to record his first strikeout of the afternoon. And that is going to be just fouled off. A pitch nearing the ankles of Segura got him swinging at it. Again, the 0-2 is going to be strike 3. He strikes out Segura on 4 pitches for the first out here this afternoon. Take a quick look at their lineup. You can see Segura, Garcia, Harper, Cano, Seager, Chris Taylor, Healy. They have a fantastic lineup, and it's going to be a tough one today for Lucas Giolito. Mike Leakey, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but he's 3-3 on the season, a 6.27 ERA, 33 hits given up in a even 33 innings pitched. His walks are low, his strikeouts are relatively high. So someone whose ERA is high, but he seems to have some good stuff. So Adam Eaton walks to the plate, now sitting second in the American League in batting average, a whopping .360. What a trade the White Sox made getting him back from the Washington Nationals for D. Gordon. And he's had a stellar season so far, as he is going to be taking the first at bat today for the White Sox against Mr. Leakey. You can let me know in the comments below how to say his name. I do apologize. He's a pitcher that I know who he is, but I just don't know how to pronounce his name. As you can see, the other Seager brother over there playing third base. Corey Seager is his brother from the Los Angeles Dodgers, and that ball is going to drop. A lead-off single for Adam Eaton, doing what he does seemingly a ton, just dropping little bloopers in there into center field. Getting the first base runner of the afternoon for either team, as Lucas Giolito struck out the side in the top of the first inning. Robinson Cano to the plate here in the top of the second inning. He is the 5th batter of the day for the Seattle Mariners, as Lucas Giolito has struck out the first 4 he has seen, as that is going to be strike 1. Lucas Giolito looking dominant out there on the mound this afternoon, having complete control of all 4 of his pitches, as he looks to have a dominant outing, as that is going to be a changeup that's going to hover back over the middle of the plate. Fouled off, however, though, and quickly 0-2 the count to Robinson Cano, as that is going to be fouled off as well. Count remaining 0-2. Lucas Giolito looking for his 5th strikeout of this early afternoon game, as that ball is going to be hit down the line, but it's going to be a foul ball. Count stays 0-2. And that is going to be the 5th strikeout of the evening for Lucas Giolito. He retires the first 5 he sees, all by the way of a strikeout. As you can see, Robinson Cano taking the high fastball for strike 3. Luis Robert making his first at-bat this afternoon, after recently being called up by the White Sox after the Nicky Delmonico injury. Bottom of the second, 1-0 White Sox. Runner on third, 1 out, as Luis Robert is going to foul that one off to the right side. Luis Robert batting .125 in his prior stint with the Chicago White Sox, looking to do a better job this time around, as that curveball is going to be check swing, but it is going to still be a strike. 0-2 the count quickly to Luis Robert, trying to get a little bit of a better understanding now that he's seen Major League pitching and was sent back down to AAA, looking to do a better job here and get an RBI. He's got one there on third base, as that is going to be strike 3. He strikes out for his first at bat. for out number 2 here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. As you can see, beautiful downtown Chicago. You can see the Sears Tower back there, the John Hancock building, as Kyle Seager, Corey Seager's brother, walks to the plate. When they did the jerseys where you put your name on the back, Kyle Seager did Corey's brother on the back, as Lucas Giolito did not strike out the entire side, as the 6th batter did pop out to Luis Robert. Adam Engel is DHing today. He popped out to Luis Robert in center field, as that is going to be strike 1, fouled off. Kyle Seager, a very talented third baseman for the Seattle Mariners, as that is going to be a changeup for strike 2, and again quickly 0-2 the count to Kyle Seager. The 0-2 pitch is going to be inside for ball 1. Lucas Giolito trying to get his 6th strikeout early of the evening, as that ball is going to be hit to left field, and that ball is going to get down, as Jimenez is going to grab the ball, throw it in, and the first hit of the afternoon for the Seattle Mariners. Kyle Seager getting a 2-bagger here in the top of the 3rd inning. The shift was on, and Jimenez was unable to get to it quickly enough, but he was able to hold him to a double here. That ball is hit deep, 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 deep. Gone! Jumps at the fence. Josh Bell, a solo home run here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. He gets a little bit of a boost for himself. I didn't think that one was going to go. The center fielder was all the way back on the track, leaped and was unable to catch it, as Josh Bell gets a solo home run here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. You guys can see the replay here. A 409-foot home run. As you can see, it gets back there, and unable to catch it, Chris Taylor was. Josh Bell bringing in a home run, making the score 3-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bryce Harper up to the plate, 284 batting average, 7 home runs on the season so far for the newest Seattle Mariner. Bryce Harper making a big change from the Nationals, a pretty big market out there on the East Coast, to a much smaller market in Seattle. But nonetheless, Seattle Mariners are doing well. A large part of that is due to Bryce Harper, as Lucas Giolito does not like that call. He has pitched extremely well tonight. Doesn't like that call, though. A high changeup, as he takes a look at the umpire, nodding his head in disapproval. Shaking his head. Nodding would be yes. Ryan doesn't know things. As the count is 1-2 to Bryce Harper, as he is looking for another strikeout. Lucas Giolito is. And that curveball is going to be taken low. Bryce Harper not chasing, as you guys can see, not a ton of fans in attendance. Although the White Sox are in first place and winning their last 12 of 13 games, fans are still not driving all out here yet. Even come out here to see Bryce Harper. But as the season progresses, I'm sure those stands will fill up, as the count is 2-2 to Bryce Harper. As that ball is going to be hit into left field. And that is going to be a base hit for Bryce Harper here in the top of the 4th inning in a 3-0 Chicago White Sox lead. Yolmer Sanchez up to the plate, a sac bunt in his first at bat. Adam Engel reaching by air there on first base. Gene Segura throwing it off the bag. So bottom of the 4th, 3-1 inning, or 3-1 score here, as Yolmer Sanchez is going to take that as a single to left field. 2 men on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Ryan Healy got a triple in the top of the 4th inning on a ball that actually was a home run, but it was not called or ruled a home run. It hit the yellow lining out there in right field. So instead of being a 3-2 game, it is a 3-1 game, as Robert is up to bat, as that is going to be ball 1 inside a cutter. Luis Robert trying to get a hit here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nobody out, 2 men on, as the White Sox trying to get a couple more runs in here early in this afternoon game against the Seattle Mariners. As that ball is going to be hit, tags him out, and safe at first. Safe at first. It's going to be a fielder's decision, as they tagged out the runner on first. Chris Taylor to the plate, 0 for 1 in today's game, batting .327 on the season, however. Nobody out, guy on first, top of the 5th inning, 4-1 game for the White Sox. White Sox scoring 1 run in every single inning thus far in this game. Scoring 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 in the 4th inning. As Chris Taylor, formerly with the Los Angeles Dodgers, part of the team that made the World Series run. Unfortunately for them, losing in 7 games to the Houston Astros in the 2017 World Series. 0-2 the count to Chris Taylor, as that is going to be strike 3. Three straight pitches as Lucas Giolito records another strikeout this afternoon. Yohan Moncada up to bat, 0 for 2 this afternoon. Bottom of the 5th inning, still 4-1 score here. Yohan Moncada, a big piece of this team, trying to get a base hit here, as that is going to be down the line. That's a fair ball. That is going to be extra bases for the young second baseman for the Chicago White Sox. A leadoff double here in the bottom of the 5th inning for Yohan Moncada, his 7th of the season. And as you can see on the team, he now sits 3rd on the team for doubles. Kyle Seager back up to bat. The double in the 3rd inning that you guys saw. And 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. It's going to be Lucas Giolito's last batter of the afternoon here, as that is going to be strike 1. A 5-1 game. White Sox scoring 1 run in every inning minus the 5th inning. So a very solid performance. Right now you can see he's sitting at 8 strikeouts, looking to get number 9 here to finish the afternoon, as that is going to be pitch number 100 for Lucas Giolito this afternoon. Was extremely effective, giving up 1 run to this point. And that ball is going to be hit down the line to the first base coach for strike number 2. 1-2 the count to Kyle Seager. Lucas Giolito the pitch, as that is going to be hit up the middle. Yohan Moncada going to scoop it up, throw it on over the first, and that is going to be out number 3. The White Sox retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is 5-1 White Sox. Avisail Garcia walks to the plate. 301 on the season, 0 for 3 tonight. The former White Sox outfielder here in the top of the 8th inning. 2 outs, runner on 3rd. Gregory Infante in the pitch. Gave up a leadoff double, but then has since retired the next 2 batters, and now 2 outs. As Avi Garcia has been a stud for the Seattle Mariners since the trade last season, which brought in D. Gordon to the Chicago White Sox, who in return brought back in Adam Eaton, who's batting .360 for the White Sox. That ball's going to be hit down the line. Foul ball. Just barely and very much thankfully, as that is going to be a curveball on the corner. Going to be called a ball. The count is tied up at 2. Gregory Infante not wanting to give up a run here, trying to set the full count, trying to solidify his role as the 8th inning man against righties. Him and Jake McGee sharing that role, and now the addition of the new kid, Gonzalez. You can see he's out there in the bullpen. He's not warming up. Frederick Gonzalez. He is not going to be available for this game, but he will be tomorrow, as that is going to be ball 4. Javi Garcia gets a walk here in the top of the 8th inning. Bryce Harper to the plate. Gregory Infante, no small challenge here. They could have brought in Zach Duke, but they're deciding to let Infante go. Let him battle him, as that is going to be strike 1 to Bryce Harper, one of the best players in the game. Slider for strike 2. 0-2 the count to Bryce Harper. And that ball is going to be hit down the line. It's going to be a fair ball. That ball is going to be a fair ball. It's going to be extra bases. Bryce Harper gets a double. A run comes in to score. It is now 5-2 White Sox. Mitch Haniger to the plate, 0 for 3 tonight. Still top of the 8th inning. It is now a 5-4 game. Zach Duke is in pitching. Gregory Infante unable to close the door, as that is going to be ball 1 to Haniger. Cano on first, Healy on second. Still 2 outs, but now a 1-run game here, as that ball's going to be hit down the line for strike 1, foul ball. Zach Duke trying to close the door and get out of the inning, as that ball's going to be hit. That one's going to get down. Adam Eaton's going to get it in. 1 run will score, and Lucas Giolito can no longer be the winner of this game. He will get a no decision, as the Mariners have a 4-run 8th inning and come back to tie this game up at 5. Luis Robert up to bat. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Luis Robert trying to be a hero, looking to be the White Sox hero in a tied game here. 2 outs. As that ball's going to be hit towards the gap. It's going to get down. That's going to be extra bases for Luis Robert, as he is going to get a leadoff double. He's going for 3, and he is going to be out. Luis Robert running through the stop sign, trying to get it to a triple, and he has thrown out a costly mistake, as now we go to the 10th inning here at Guaranteed Rate Field. Yoan Moncada up here, bottom of the 10th inning. Opportunity to win the game. Adam Eaton is extremely close. 1 out. Yoan Moncada can be the hero that the White Sox are looking for, as that is going to be a pitch out. They're going to throw it back to third. A little bit of a heart attack inside, but he is going to be safe. Adam Eaton is safe there at third. 1-0 the count. Just a pop up to the outfield should do it for the White Sox. Yoan Moncada desperately trying to get the White Sox here. That is going to be a lineup, but he dove. That is going to bring it home. That is a sac fly, and the White Sox walk it off with a sacrifice from Yoan Moncada. Adam Eaton scores, and the White Sox take the victory here and sweep the Seattle Mariners 6-5. Unfortunately, Lucas Giolito did not get the win for the White Sox after a stellar performance, having 8 strikeouts in 7 innings pitched, 2 walks, and 3 hits. But nonetheless, the White Sox a comeback victory here in the 10th inning. Adam Eaton, the player of the game, 2 hits in 5 at-bats, 2 runs scored for himself, as the White Sox take the game here today, 6-5 against the Mariners. As we're going to take a quick look at the highlight reel so you guys can see all the action that happened in today's game. And it started there in the bottom of the first. Jimenez lining to right for a single just over Cano's head, bringing in a run. White Sox scoring a lot of runs with 2 outs in this game. Bottom of the third, Anderson popped to first base. A fantastic catch by Ryan Healy, diving out, making the catch on Anderson. Then top of the fourth right here, Healy tripled to right. This is the one I was talking about that was actually a home run. If you can see, it actually hits the yellow padding there, which actually means it's a home run. They did not call it a home run. They did not review the play, and it was a triple. Had that been ruled a home run, we would have lost today's game 6-5 there in the 9th inning. But that made it 3-1 at that point there in the 4th inning. Then Engel was caught stealing home. They go to pick him off. It was a double steal, a wide throw, maybe a head-first slide. He would have been safe, but Adam Engel was thrown out trying to steal home there in the bottom of the 4th inning. Then top of the 5th, McDonald called out on strikes, looking at a changeup. Very, very early, Lucas Giolito was extremely dominant, retiring the first 5 batters he saw via the strikeout. And then the 8th inning was a doozy for the White Sox. 4 runs coming in the score for the Mariners, tying up the game 5-5. As you can see here, a put out, a 5-3 to end the inning there. 5-5, top the 8th inning, as it would stay until late in the game. Top of the 9th, Garcia grounds out to third base here to make it so that they are going to force extra innings if the White Sox don't score in the bottom of the ninth. Again, at this point, still 5-5. Then top of the 10th inning, they tried a squeeze sacrifice bunt with 2 outs, however. Sanchez going and throwing him out at first, an unsuccessful squeeze bunt as the score remained 5-5. And then bottom of the 10th inning, as you guys saw, Makata hitting a sac fly to center. It would have been better for Chris Taylor to let the ball drop and throw it in. It would have been smarter. They would have had a chance. But Adam Engel comes around to score, and the White Sox win. Okay, everybody, we are going to be going towards this Texas series, but I want to point out something. We just swept Cincinnati. We swept Boston. We have now won 9 games in a row to this point right now, and we've won the last 18 of 19 games. We are extremely hot right now. We are on fire. We are 6 games up on the division over the Tigers. We're 25-11. Spectacular job right now by the White Sox. But we're going to be fast forwarding to this Texas series, and then that's going to be the episode. We're going to play 1 game in Texas, then we're going to be probably playing in St. Louis, probably playing Texas at home. I wanted to skip a little bit of these. We played Boston in the prior season. We've gone to Cincinnati. I want to try to get new teams for this season. I know we're going to be playing Detroit and Cleveland a lot further down the stretch as the season comes to an end. So I wanted to try to get to some other teams like playing at Arlington, playing in St. Louis. So that's what we're going to go towards right now. All right, we have arrived. We are here. We're going to be playing in Texas. Today's game is going to be Michael Kopech versus Cole Hamels. We are 5 games up in the division over the Royals. We're 28-14. We can take a look. After the Cincinnati series, we took 2 of 3 against Detroit, and Cleveland actually took 2 of 3 against us. But we're going in today against Texas. It's going to be Michael Kopech versus Cole Hamels. All right, guys, Yohan Makata up to bat. My entire intro, I don't believe, just recorded. So we are going to go ahead and show you now the second at bat. Adam Eden got on base with a single, as that one's going to get through the middle. Adam Eden's going to push it. He's going to go for third, and he is going to be safe. From first to third goes Adam Eden on a Yohan Makata single. As Cole Hamels is pitching for the Rangers, he's got a mid-5 ERA, 22 walks in 53 innings pitched this year. Letting you guys know since that didn't record. And now Eloy Jimenez up to bat. A little bit of a different batting order today for the White Sox, as Josh Bell has moved back to 7th in the batting order, as he's batting 196 on the season. So now first and third for the White Sox. Nobody out here. Lots of speed out on the base pass, as that is going to be ball 1 to Jimenez. You can see the umpires, Kenny Jensen, behind the plate. So if we have problems, we know who to yell at, Mr. Kenny Jensen. Hopefully we don't need to yell at him, as it is top of the first, nobody out. Gonna throw it on over, check on Makata, as he is going to be stealing on this pitch. I like to steal on the second pitch, at least in this game, and it avoids the dreaded pitch out. As that ball's gonna get down, that's gonna come in a couple more runs, as Jimenez is gonna get a double, bringing in 2 and an early 2-0 lead for the White Sox here in the first inning. Michael Kopech out on the mound today, 3-3 record in 8 starts, a 3.40 ERA, 50 innings pitched, 47 hits, 51 strikeouts, and 25 walks. The walks a little bit high, the strikeouts fantastic. Michael Kopech, known as a strikeout pitcher, having a high velocity fastball as Delano D. Shields Jr. walks to the plate. Here in the bottom of the first in a 3-0 White Sox leading right now. I was about to say victory. Takes more than one game to win a baseball game. As that is going to be ball 1 from Michael Kopech. Again, unfortunately, guys, I don't think that intro's recorded. If it did, well then great, you got to see it. But if not, I do apologize for that, as that is ball 1 here in the bottom of the first inning here in Texas. Again, same exact spot, ball 2. So at least so far the umpire has been consistent. A beautiful stadium here in the heart of Texas. Michael Kopech getting his turn on the rotation, as that is going to be low, ball 3. 3 straight balls here to lead off the inning from Michael Kopech. Trying to get a fastball over the plate here. And it will. For strike 1, a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Lots of scenic shots you guys can see here in Texas. As slider, oh! Nearly hitting him in the head. Gets him on the top of the back. And that is going to be a leadoff runner on. You can see he just barely ducked, got his head out of the way. As the first runner is going to be on base for the Texas Rangers. Kyle Schwarber up to bat here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Nobody out. Kyle Schwarber coming over from the Chicago Cubs, as the count is 1-0 early here. Swing in a miss on a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Kyle Schwarber staying in that little bit of blue and red, but now he is a little bit more south than Chicago, a little bit nicer weather. As that ball is going to be high for ball 2. Fighting a little bit of his control is Michael Kopech right now. Having a little bit of control issues. Nearly hitting Kyle Schwarber on the first pitch of the at-bat, as that changeup's going to get down the middle for strike 2. So far, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Michael Kopech does have 3 strikeouts already. He struck out the side. And that one is going to be fouled off to the left side. Count remains 2-2 on Kyle Schwarber. And the pitch is going to be ball 3 again, a full count, with Mazzara on deck here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. 3-0 the score early here in Arlington, Texas. As that ball is going to be hit deep. That one got no doubt about it. Kyle Schwarber being Kyle Schwarber, and that ball is out of here. A solo shot for Kyle Schwarber here in the bottom of the 2nd. Michael Kopech surrendering his first home run of the game, as it is now 3-2-1. A moonshot by Kyle Schwarber, coming over from the Cubs to do what Kyle Schwarber does, and hit bombs it is. You can see that swing, that follow through, and that ball hitting the top of the 2nd deck there, and making the score 3-1. Blake Rutherford up to bat, 1 for 1 so far with a single in the 1st inning. Blake Rutherford now on a 7-game hitting streak, as he advanced that tonight. That one, though, is going to be ground to shortstop. Andrews is going to throw it on over the first to Joey Gallo for out number 2 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Joey Gallo up to bat. 7 home runs, 17 RBIs on the season, however only batting 184. That has been much of a criticism of Joey Gallo. He's got the power, he's got the potential, but he's not been able to get his batting average up. As you can see it continuing here into 2019. As that is going to be strike 1 to Joey Gallo from Michael Kopech. You can see that fastball catching the corner, 98 miles per hour. Runner on first, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Michael Kopech going again high with a fastball. Strike 2. Some speed there on first base, as that ball is going to be just a tad bit too high. Not going to be a strike 3 call. But 1-2 the count remains to Joey Gallo. And that ball is going to be strike 3. Michael Kopech gets another strikeout here, and we go to the top of the 4th inning. Delano DeShields Jr. back up to bat, 0 for 1. He was hit by that pitch in the 1st inning. Got a little bit of pine tar on his helmet, you can see, just a little bit. As that ball is going to be in there for strike 1 against DeShields Jr. Still a 3-1 game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Michael Kopech's at 76 pitches. Runner on first, 1 out, double play ball is an option for the White Sox. As that is a ball, the count's going to go 1-1. As he's taken off for second, but it's going to be fouled off. It looked like to be a hit and run. Count is now 1-2 to DeShields Jr. Not running on this pitch, but that pitch is going to get through the dirt and ricochet all the way back out to Michael Kopech. That is how short that behind the plate is. That ball ricocheted all the way back out to the mound, past Castro, as that is going to be a wild pitch. And the runner is going to advance to second. So no more double play ball, but still 2 strikes, looking for the strikeout, as that one's going to get to center field, and that ball's going to get down. Adam Engel does a little bit of a roll. No run's going to come to the score now. Bottom of the 5th, 2nd and 3rd, as the Shields gets a double. You see Adam Engel rolling around out there after getting that ball. It's too much speed. Doing a little bit of a somersault. As Michael Kopech tries to get the White Sox out of this inning. Martin Maladano is out at the plate, and Gonzalez is on the mound, guys. The guy that we brought over in the trade from Milwaukee is on the mound. You're going to get to see him as he just took over from Michael Kopech. As that is going to be strike 1, fouled off to the side. 100-mile-per-hour fastball from Gonzalez. This is the future closer of the White Sox, guys, as that slider is going to hang up. 91 miles per hour. 0-2 the count, being called upon here to get the final out. As look at that curveball drop. That breaking ball is going to be just barely fouled off here. 0-2 the count. And strike 3, 100-mile-per-hour fastball. Gonna retire the side. Fantastic job by Gonzalez. And now we go to the top of the 7th. 3-3 score. Josh Bell up to the plate, batting an even 200 now in the season, as he's 1 for 2 in this game. Still 3-3 in the top of the 7th inning, as the bullpen is in for the Texas Rangers. As that is going to be a check swing. That's going to be a strike, a changeup, 84 miles per hour on Josh Bell. Looking to turn his season around. It is mid-May, and he just got his batting average up to 200. Not what the White Sox want to see. Not in a time where Matt Davidson is out on the DL, the big power source for the White Sox. As Josh Bell is not being a big power source for the White Sox so far this season. Top of the 7th, 0-2 count. And that changeup is going to be strike 3. Josh Bell again strikes out here in the 7th inning. Yohan Moncada up to bat, 2 for 3 with 2 singles tonight, as it is now 5-3, a 2-run home run given up by Gonzalez in the 7th, as the Texas Rangers have taken the lead. Adam Eaton over there on second base. Moncada taking a fastball and really reaching out there for that one. 1-1 the count to Moncada, with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. White Sox trying to manufacture some runs right now to get themselves back in this game. As again, another high fastball. Moncada chasing it, just getting a piece of it, and quickly 1-2 the count to Moncada. As that is going to be in the dirt. Adam Eaton's going to third on that, though. He's going to get moved over now with 2 outs here in the 8th inning, and Eloy Jimenez is up to bat. 1 for 3 with a double, knocking in 2 runs on that double he had. Adam Eaton on third. Jimenez trying to get on base, but also trying to swing for the fences right now, trying to get the White Sox tied up. That ball's going to be hit deep, but not deep enough. It looked a lot deeper than it was. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 5-3, Texas Rangers. Maladano back up to bat, a single in the 5th inning. Chris Russin on the mound. Still a 5-3 game. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning. White Sox trying to hold the deficit to 2 runs so that the White Sox can come up in the 9th inning and get some production going. 1-0 the count. And that ball is going to be low as well. It's going to be quickly 2-0 to Maladano. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. I know one of you guys that I watch, I know you are a big Texas Ranger fan. You can let me know if I'm saying these guys' names right. As that is ball 3. 3-0 the count. And that is going to be a sinker that's going to get over for a strike. 3-1 the count. The 3-1 is going to be strike 2. Full count here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 outs. Chris Rusin trying to get out of the inning. 1-2-3. And that ball is going to be high for ball 4. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Tim Anderson up to bat for the White Sox. He's 0 for 3 tonight. And we are down to our last out here in Arlington, Texas. 5-3 Rangers. As that curveball or changeup extremely slow. Tim Anderson way out in front of that. As you can see, he's got a sinker, changeup, slider, and a 2-seam fastball. As that one's going to be hit to right field, but that one is going to hang up there from Mazzara, and that is going to be out number 3, and that is going to be a Texas Rangers victory. White Sox dropping the 1 here today, 5-3 to the Texas Rangers. Came out in the first inning on fire. Not as fire as the Detroit Tigers. You can see the box score down below, winning 20-0 over the Boston Red Sox, and LA Angels winning 15-4. So getting distracted, but the White Sox, they had their opportunities. They could have scored more in the first inning. They got thrown out a couple times at the plate, and after that first inning, were really unable to manufacture any kind of runs. As you can see, the final box score, 3-6-1 for the White Sox, 5-9-1 for the Rangers. Gonzalez is going to get his first loss of the season, and unfortunately, guys, that is going to be a loss here to end the episode. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Unfortunately, we were unable to beat the Texas Rangers, but we did make a walk-off sac fly against the Seattle Mariners to get a win. We sit 28-15 right now, 4 games up on the Royals for the division lead. Hopefully we can get Matt Davidson and Nicky Delmonico back soon. We need them. We could use them, definitely, without a doubt. But nonetheless, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, and we will see you next episode.